Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our movie tutorial about the direct glaciological method. Now get your notebooks ready and enjoy. This is John. He's a glaciologist. He wants to measure the surface mass balance of a glacier using the direct glaciological method. How does he do that? First, he needs a glacier. A glacier is made up of two main areas, which are divided by the equilibrium line altitude. The upper part is called accumulation area. The lower part is called ablation area. In the accumulation area, the glacier gains mass. In the ablation area, however, the glacier loses mass. John starts with measuring the accumulation. For that reason, he goes to the upper part of the glacier. There, he marks the snow surface level using a clearly visible material, like sawdust. To be able to find the same spot later, John installs a large stake into the snow. For the moment, John's work here is done. When he returns a year later, he can easily locate the spot thanks to the stake. With his trusty shovel, John digs down into the snow until he reaches the layer marked before. In the snow pit, John measures the accumulation in meter snow. To be able to convert his measurements into meter water equivalent, he needs to measure the variable density of different snow layers. It's very important to note the findings in his field book. Later he can use these to calculate the accumulation rate at this location. Next, John is interested in measuring the ablation rate. To do so, he goes to the lower part of the glacier. There, he needs to drill a hole for his measuring stake. For this purpose, he can use either a muscle-powered hand drill, or, as he prefers, the steam-powered hoik ice drill. He needs to drill the hole deep enough to place the measuring stake inside. The measuring stake consists of multiple segments which are loosely tied together. As the glacier melts over a year, the upper segments will little by little topple down. When John returns, he counts them to assess the loss of glacier ice. After measuring the stake, John again converts his findings into meter water equivalent. He notes them down in his field book. This concludes John's measurement in the field. Back at home, John uses his measurements to calculate the glacier's surface mass balance. As a professional glaciologist, he knows that there are several limitations to his method. First, John's measurement is heavily dependent on his measuring accuracy. If he works imprecisely, the quality suffers greatly. Second, because John's measurement is point scale only, he needs to interpolate his findings to describe the glacier as a whole. The more point measurements he makes, the better is his end result. Third, if he wants to describe the glacier's behavior over a longer period, he needs to interpolate his measurements over time as well. These arguments show the liability of the direct glaciological method to measuring inaccuracies. This concludes our tutorial. Thank you for your attention, and see you in the field.